President Tayyip Erdogan has announced that Turkey's presidential and parliamentary elections would now be held 18 months earlier than the original date. The presidential and parliamentary elections will take place on the 24th of June this year. Earlier, they were scheduled for November next year.
Seçimlerin 24 Haziran 2018 Pazar günü yapılmasına karar verdik. 24 Haziran 2018 tarihinde yapılmasına karar verdik. AK Parti ve Milliyetçi Hareket Partisi meclis grupları olarak konuyla ilgili yasal süreci hemen başlatıyoruz. Aynı şekilde Yüksek Seçim Kurulu da seçim hazırlıklarına şüphesiz ki derhal başlayacaktır.
Turkey President Erdogan narrowly won a referendum last year to change the country's constitution and create an executive presidency. However, those extended powers will only take effect after the presidential election. Turkey's next president will have the power to appoint the vice president, high-level judges, and even dissolve the parliament. The Turkish government had earlier dismissed the prospect of early polls. And for more on this, we are joined by Professor Senel from Turkey. Professor Senel, is this announcement by the Turkish president a strategic move to tighten his grip on power? To discuss,
is these elections will show the better presidential system will work out or not, and President Erdogan does not want to waste any time wants to insist on the presidential system officially as soon as possible. And thirdly, and it's also most important, because of there is a challenge for Erdogan presidency, right, that the reorganization of the opposition, and Erdogan tried to prevent the reorganization attempts of these opposition parties, especially İYİ Party and the Saadet Partisi. These since these, let's say, because of among the Erdogan electorate, some argues that the sense of attachment or sense of belongingness to the GDP party increasingly weakening among the GDP electorate, which they goes to the other parties, mostly the Saadet WION party, or the MHP ones goes to the İYİ party, which is also a challenge for Erdogan, let's say, the power. And also the debates, especially intensified recently on the course of the economics. The economy is going to be, let's say, challenging. It's shaken. The high inflation rates and the currency, the dollar and the euro currencies is going up, rising, and the Turkish democracy is shaken, despite the fact that some economic indicators have good. Despite all this, let's say, the positive, but mostly these positive developments we cannot see on the ground, and the grassroots are very much, let's say, going to be negatively effective to all those economical, let's say, crises Turkey is going to be. And before going into the fall of the economic crisis, Erdogan is bringing to the early elections.
Also, Professor Senel, when he announced elections, Erdogan said it is keeping in mind the situation in the neighboring countries, in Syria and Iraq. How do these elections affect the geopolitical situation in the region?
I mean, we can predict the results, and each government has the responsible to protect the national security, national interests of Turkey, either GDP or other parties in power, no matter. They have to this is the responsibility of the government to preserve the political independence, territorial integrity of the country. Either Erdogan or other leaders should take this into account. And Erdogan wants to get what he wants, and he is using this course by using the regional challenges as to concentrate its power. But we don't know exactly. We can make any predict about the results of the elections, but if Erdogan gets what he wants, we will see a militarily more active Turkey in Syria and Iraq, as he, let's say, also said before. it looks like that will be kind of concentrate to the power around him. Mostly his electorate is going to be more nationalist and conservatives. They are more, let's say, they are more concerning about the territorial integrity of Turkey and using this, let's say, discourse to protect its electorate online.